Alright, what is up? This is Tim from Madden Community College. Today we're going to do the Niners ebook. The link will be in the description below. Well, the link to the Google Doc, I suppose. Don't want to confuse you guys, because I confuse myself, because there's no script. This is all improv. So, the first formation, of course, is single back ace. Now, this playbook, I suggest you run it with a scrambling QB. Only because with a scrambling QB, your option plays are almost always handoffs, so that just makes it a little less unpredictable. All right, so single back ace PA boot. So the first version we're gonna do is we're gonna roll out with the quarterback right or left, and we're gonna hit the tight end if nothing's open. We can also swing the halfback, which I would prefer to do. So that's what you're gonna generally see. If you leave the halfback alone, and you like say drag this player, then motion him over, then you get this kind of boot animation where you can get a QB run. So that's one of the things you can do. Let's see. Another thing you can do is you can swing the halfback, don't roll out, and just stay in the pocket and see what you can get. The post would have been open, but I got sacked. So yeah, I'm playing random defense because you just got to make your reads no matter what. So what's the point of calling every defense? So your audibles are slants, pretty decent audible. I don't really use slants that much except for like a very short yardage situation. Then you got slam, which sucks. Double hitch can be okay, and PA all go is one of my favorite shot plays. So see if I get it. Yeah, so that's generally what you're gonna see. It's gonna be knocked out a lot, so that's a shot play. But overall, it's a fun play to run. Okay, so let's go to halfback blast. This is an interesting run play because it's a lot like a trap, but it goes more to the edge. So that's like really the only way I can explain it, because you can it's a trap that you can take outside. So it's a decent play. Alright, and the last play in that formation is the screen. You can flip the screen to either side and no one would know. That's really the only reason you even run single back ace, to be honest. Alright, single back ace pair. Stretch is the first play. Stretch has its issues, but you can still get a decent yardage on that. Okay, so your audibles are boot left tackle, tight end attack, and inside zone. So inside zone is cool because you can take it left like that. So that's one way to do it. You got tight end attack, which you can drag your far right receiver, and then you can just just stay in the pocket and hit whoever's open. No one got open for me there, but you know, that's just what happens when you make ebook videos in one take, because you don't get to show only the good plays. You have to show the bad ones. So the other way I run this is, yeah, you fumble it and hand it off to Joe Stanley. No, that's not what I meant. So you smoke the far left receiver. You're gonna drag that receiver, and hopefully you get some blocking. And if you have the time versus the cover 3, your tight end should be open, wide open, right over to the far left. So that's one way to do that one. And then you have PA boot left tackle. So you streak this card, and there's a few ways to run this one. So you can do it the QB run way. Alright, so that's your bailout route. If you're gonna roll out, you just throw it to that short tight end. If that was not contained, you get a good QB run. So I'm gonna run it a few times to try and get it. Yeah, so that's kind of what you were looking for, that QB run. It's a good run. Yeah, and that's really how you run that one. I mean, you can stay in the pocket, but you're utilizing like scramble mechanics. That's why I roll out with it. Alright, so we got drag wheel. Now, the way you can run this drag wheel is you can motion that wide receiver, the tight end, or the halfback left, and make drag them so you have a draw shot kind of where you have Smith as the high read and then Curly as the low, and then you have your tight end as your deep threat. So you're generally gonna throw the tight or one of those crossing receivers, but if you have time in the pocket and you want to do a shot play, so you're gonna try and hit that tight end right about there. Now with a faster tight end, you would have a better chance. Vance McDonald is basically a lineman at tight end, so he's not very good at what he does. Alright, so now let's go to single back, ace, pair, twins. Let's see. The only plays worth worrying about in this playbook is, or this formation, is inside zone split, and it's audible boot tackle. So inside zone split, like I said, it's a play you run up the middle that has a better cutback lane. So you're gonna run it up the middle primarily, hopefully get yards, which I'm not able to right now. Run it one more time. Yeah. So that's what you're looking for. You're just trying to hit the hole. Alright, so now boot left tackle. This is another QB run play, but this is probably the best one in Madden. I have on my channel, there's a money play video that I show an extreme example of that play working in game. So yeah, you're just gonna roll out, and if you can get the QB run, take the QB run. The cool thing about it is your McDonald, Curly, and Smith routes all block downfield. So if you get to a certain spot on the field, they can all block. Now, if you throw the tight end route, he can also get the same kind of downfield blocking that your quarterback would have had, like here. But yeah, it's just funner. It's more satisfying to do with the QB. Okay, so single back, doubles. Doubles is pretty useless. Wing trips. The fork route, PA fork, that's what you're gonna look at. You got a flat route right there. It's a good flat route. And then that red route that you saw, that's a fun route to throw too. And then you also have the post. Let's see if I can hit the post on this next one. Nope. Yeah, time in the pocket is something that you may struggle with in this formation or this playbook, because most plays you're gonna see are all like five wides, so you generally don't have many blockers. All right, so PA slide, and that's all right. All right, so one thing you're gonna notice about this playbook is there's no I formation, no strong, no weak, and no like far. This just only basically gun runs. So you're gonna have to utilize the your goal line. Okay. I'm sure I don't have to show you how to run goal line runs, but this is the only way you're gonna get your short yardage runs. So good luck with that. Pistol. The pistol in this playbook is almost worthless. I mean, there's really nothing in it. So let's start with spit. Ow, my jaw popped. Okay, gun spread halfback weak. Let's start with that one. Okay, so we got QB slot option. Now the reason I like running option in this book is because the option plays, they have their home runs for the halfback. Now for the pitch and the quarterback, they suck. They suck horribly. But as the halfback run, as you'll see, it's pretty decent. Like look at all that good blocking. You don't see that on regular inside zones. It's kind of strange. So yeah, and then you can try and force the read option. So let me show you something real quick. You motion a guy over and look. It didn't work on that one. Maybe if we motion him this way. No, maybe because it's a try option. I'll try and show you it later. In the link in the description of the whatchamacallit, of the ebook Google Doc, there will be a video link that shows you how you can take that read away and it force the QB run. It's a little difficult to do, but and it's not super consistent, but if you learn how to do it, you can sprinkle it in. Alright, so your audibles are slant, inside zone, four verts, and plie read. So your slants, if you're gonna use this book, you have to learn how to run slants. And I know it got hard to use this year because almost everyone's running Tampa 2, but you can still get it open. So, alright, so inside zone. This inside zone's not bad. Any well, I mean, it's not an offset one, so it's not the great, but it's one of them. Alright, so you have this one, this PA. So you can either run with the quarterback, or you can try and throw it. I generally try and run with the quarterback. Okay. Obviously no wow. McDonald, you suck. Okay, so yeah, it's just something you run. Clearly I'm not running it well, but that's because it's not really the best left tackle boot. Yeah, because there's not really something super consistent on that play. It's just something you're gonna throw in, so you don't. So that way you just call a little bit different plays. Halfback weak. All right, so where'd it go? Cake read option. Cake read option is a wide trap with a read option. So this is going to be a decent outside run. And that's really all you're going to use it for. Yeah. And notice how almost every time I'm doing the option plays, it's the QB handoff read. That's because I have a scrambling trait quarterback. And that means the handoff read is going to be about 70% of all option plays. It's just something you learn after doing some testing. Okay, so you have another read option. The cool thing about this read option is you have a lead blocker. So that's how you use that one. You have a sweep if you want to turn it the other way without them knowing. Alright, and you have a deep curl. What I do on deep curls is generally drag someone there, and then maybe do that. And you're hoping that you get something free. That's not something you're gonna run a lot of. That's just if you're trying to mix things up. And then you have this PA halfback wheel, which is a cool play, because what you're generally gonna look at is the two halfback routes. But you have two over the middles and a post. Almost every route is throwable, which is a cool thing. Now I mistimed that by a lot. But yeah, what you're wanting to look for is if you throw that second halfback, it's kind of a designed, improvised screen, which is cool. You could conceivably smoke that player. And he didn't block, but if downfield blocking worked, that would be a screen. Then you have the two over the middle routes, which are pretty nice. Generally, you're going to throw the short drag. It's an okay play. Okay, so now we're going to go to PA slide, F slide. Okay, now the first one, we're going to slant the far left receiver. Now that's one way to run it. The reads are going to be the same no matter how you're going to mess with that left receiver, but the left receiver is generally just what you're going to audible with. So you're going to you can streak that receiver and try and quick throw him and get the downfield blocking. And then you could also smoke that far left receiver and hopefully hit that A route right down there, but it didn't get open. So that's one thing you can do. Now the shovel option is in this formation. I personally don't like the shovel option, but it's something you can run. See, that's why I don't like it. I always get the bad animations. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, see, I'm getting the bad animations. But if you pitch it at the last second, you're supposed to get a better read. But yeah, that's something you run on your own free will if you like it. I absolutely hate shovel option. So yeah. Okay, now we're going to look at gun doubles offset. Alright, so inside zone is your run, or one of your runs. Now the reason this inside zone's on the list is because it's an offset inside zone. And offset inside zones get better blocking. Now that got 0 blocking and totally negated the point I was trying to make, but I'm trying to show you that offset inside runs are often just the better kind of runs. I don't know what it is, they just kind of they just feel better, you know? And then you also have a read option which you can run, which I prefer to run the read options no matter what I'm in. Actually, I want gun doubles, right? Yeah, gun doubles offset. So you have this read option right here. This is a good read option. If they're in a 0 blitz, you're often going to get the QB read, which means you're going to not get any yards. So it's something you're going to keep in mind. But yeah, generally you're going to get runs like that online because no one's in the 0 blitz. I mean, if they are, and you know they're going to be playing 0 blitzes, and you can take advantage of that. But yeah, that's one thing you can do. You can also see if the read disappears on this one. Yeah, so see how it disappeared for a second? Right when he gets right behind McDonald. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and force it. So he gets right behind McDonald, and it didn't work. But what I'm trying to do is force the read option. So you get once he gets behind McDonald, he's supposed to chip block the player. Now he's not doing it. Maybe it has to be a different receiver. Or maybe it just doesn't work on this play. Alright, so I'll try it again on another play. It works, but it only works for certain formations, and it's kind of confusing. Okay, gun doubles offset. Let's see what other play on there. Where's that? Wheel. Shark halfback wheel. Okay, so we have shark halfback wheel. This is a good play. You can do whatever you want with it, really. You can slant him. Just hope you have time in the pocket, honestly. That's the problem I have with this book. Just time in the pocket. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten sacked playing this online. Like, this book's so fun to run, but oh my god, it's so frustrating. Like, that happens so much. Like, I can't even show you one of the throws because I'm still getting sacked by the computer. Yeah, so you could obviously block someone. Like, you can block the tight end and hopefully get a little more time in the pocket. That wheel's a good route if they don't stop running like that. I swear, this play does not want me to show you it. I swear it works, it's just, yeah. I guess you're gonna have to learn this one on your own because the computer is like, no, you're not showing this one. Alright, so let's go to halfback angle. Or angle smash, I guess. They always name them different, that's why I have different names for them sometimes. Alright, angle smash. You're gonna streak your tight end, you're gonna out curly, and then you're gonna smart route him so you get the 10-yard out. And now you have a halfback circle knockoff. So versus cover 2, you're gonna look at the streak and the Texas in the middle. Versus cover 3, you're gonna look at that hitch to corner, or you can look at the out route. Versus cover 4, you're looking at the out route or the Texas route, which is the halfback route. Or you can look cover 2 blitz, you're gonna snap throw that tight end route. And versus man to man, you're looking at the Texas to the Ellington. So that is cover 3. And nothing looked like it got open for me. This is a good, you have to make your reads on this one, so that's cover 2. So yeah, it's just something you have to keep your reads in mind for, because it's a good play. Just, yeah, you definitely have to keep an eye on the reads. Okay, where's that one bunch play? Is it trio? Oh, I forgot to name it again. It was bunch open offset. Okay, so let me name that in the book because I guess the name didn't stick. Butch trio offset, or bunch open offset. Okay, I misspelled it a bit because I'm trying to do this fast. Alright, so wide trail is one of the plays. I generally block the halfback because, oh my god, I want time in the pocket. And you're going to hit one of these crossers. So, just try and hit one of them. That's all you have to do. You don't really have to make a big complicated setup. Just trying to stay in the pocket and get a crosser. And then you also have a spot out of that, which isn't that great, but you have it. Other than that, I really don't care for that one. Ace offset, you have PA verts, which is just like the single back ace. It's just a shot play you're going to run like once. Hope you get it, and if you don't go back to it, because it's not a very consistent play. Then you have comeback seam, which is something you throw in. You can just drag both outside players. And then you just throw a crosser. It's just something you sprinkle in if you want to call something different in a hurry up. And you have inside zone, which is a good inside zone. And then you have, what else do you have? You have corner strike. If you want to take advantage of the cloud flat rules, like people have been showing lately, you just motion that guy over, and then you throw that corner strike, because that cloud flat played like man to man lets you beat it deep. Is actually pretty good. I run it most of the time when I'm in this playbook, or when I'm in this one. This is kind of one of my base plays, because I just like this read option. It's a pretty decent one. Look at that. Oop. Okay, so that's that read option. We got a spot play in this one. I like this spot. This is actually one of my favorite spot plays. I almost leave it stock all the time. And then I look at the Selic, or yeah, that second tight end route right there, because it's just a decent route. And you pretty much have two reads you can do right there. You can have that little in to the deep end, or you can do the tight end to the halfback. You can read all of them at once conceivably, but I don't know. That's just something that fast people can do. Okay, so there's also a trap. Oh, and trap. Pretty decent. I like it. Just a solid run. You have two flanker drives. You have the screen fake, and then you have the regular. I don't run really either, but if you run them in combo, that flanker drive and the motion halfback screen, if you run them in combination, they could be pretty good, but in all honesty, I don't care about either. Okay, so gun, ace, twins, offset. The first play we're going to look at is levels. This is one of my favorite plays in this book, because I love levels and I love cells, and you put them together and you get a level cell. Woo. Yeah, but it's a cool play. So you get one of the ends open most of the time, and you get one of these. If Kaepernick could throw and McDonald could catch, generally you'd have a pretty good tight end quarterback. Oh my god, that's awful. And Kaepernick cannot throw that. In Ultimate Team, I doubt you're gonna have accuracy issues like that, but yeah, it's a fun play to run. I'm not kidding. Hey, just Kaepernick in the O-line, and everything does not want me to show you it. See, that's generally what you're going to get. Just a nice accurate pass with a chance of a rack. So, you also have a... Let's see, where am I at? Was I on ace twins offset? Yes. Yeah, I already got confused. Alright, so you have a read option. That's a pretty good one. You have PA verts, which is basically all cross. You just drag that outside guy, and then you're gonna throw someone, whoever the open crosser is, really. Nothing too complicated about that one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to posts. Yeah, posts. You got a sail to the left and then a Texas to the right. So I like the Texas route, no matter what formation it's in, because it just beats a lot of things, and that's why you run it. Okay, so now we have empty base flex. Surprisingly enough, this is one of my goal line formations in this book. So we're going to start with the QB draw. Alright, so the QB draw is something you shouldn't sleep on in the goal line. It works like that. It works too against bigger defensive fronts. So it got to the 1 right there, but yeah, it's not something that you're gonna really make your offense, trust me. It's just it's surprisingly good sometimes. Because like, who's gonna see you doing a QB draw? It's not working for me right now because the computer is having none of it. But if it did work, I could show you it. Come on, let me show it. Yeah, so it's not gonna work consistently for you. Only run it if you think if you can call them off guard. So generally, the goal line play that I'm gonna use is stick. I re-slant the halfback, so you get a faster one, and then you just throw the tight end or one of the 2 slants. Pretty simple. And let's try that QB draw one more time, because I swear I know it works. I've done it before. Because back when I used to use Mariota in Ultimate Team, this is one of the things I would do all the time. Make people so mad. See, that's one thing that would happen. Okay, so Y cross in gun doubles offset weak. Okay, so we're gonna look at PAY cross. Alright, so PAY cross. Alright, this is not a goal line play, so get that out of there. Alright, so Y cross. The reason you're running this route, or this play, is that tight end route. So if someone's just calling nickel blitz all day, that's like a route you just, as soon as you snap it, you'd be like, take it, McDonald. Now, obviously that was a nickel 2 blitz, but that's what you would do. And then you could always drag your Ellington, or your slot anyway, slant him, maybe make it a cross. Then you can pinch it back, and then Hyde can grab it and go all the way to the house. I don't know why the computer calls goal line like that. It's so dumb. I can't show you plays when it's like, I'm just gonna call goal line. Alright, there's a real play. Alright, so, oh, got blitzed again. Yeah, so that's gonna be a problem since you're running 5 wide almost all the time. No blocking ever will come your way. Under pressure throws, my goodness. Okay, man, Ultimate Team spoils it one. I mean, goddamn, that Kaepernick cannot make a pass. But in Ultimate Team, my Russell Wilson never misses a pass. Gotten so spoiled. But yeah, you also have this verts. You have that dragon route for the halfback. And if they're not using it, that could be a pretty deadly play, especially against like things like Mabel. And then just ran this again. Then you also have a option / PA bubble that look exactly the same. That's something you could try and take advantage of, but I don't think it's going to work too great for you. Alright, gun doubles offset weak. Alright, so now we're in. Alright, so look at all these orbit plays. They're all pretty cool. You got orbit bubble screen, which is something I suggest you take advantage of. It's just like that Titans, that screen you've been seeing all year long, where they motion over and just get the blocks. But this one uses your wide receiver, so if you have a faster wide receiver than you have a running back, you could totally use it that way. You have a running version where it's just an inside zone, but it fakes that. Where are we at? Man, there's so many gun plays. And then of course you have the this PA spot. The user is generally going to be super aggressive on this kind of play, and they're going to go straight for that screen. So you're going to slant your far left receiver and just hit him across the middle of the field. Because if they're using their middle linebacker and they're that aggressive, it's going to be open. Now that's I can't really show you here unless I had a person playing with me. But yeah, it's a fun play to do. Okay. Seam strike. Gun doubles offset. Alright, so the seam strike is just a corner strike with a built-in seam at the running back. We all know how to run a corner strike, except Kaepernick in this game. Alright, yep, pretty simple. And then you have a stick. Nope. Oh, I guess stick's the next one we're gonna look at. Alright, so stick. Bunch offset weak. Or bunch. Do this so often that you forget what play you're in. It's funny. Alright, so you have motion stick. Alright, so this is faking the halfback screen one. Now they don't know that you don't have a halfback screen in this formation, so that's why you take advantage of it. So you reslant that slot, and you're just gonna do this, and then hopefully you have time in the pocket. If you saw what I'm actually trying to do, you're hoping you have time in the pocket, and then you throw one of your slants deep. Generally, someone's not back there because the people mainly play cover 2 online. So it's just something you could really take advantage of like that. If I got a accurate pass, I'm sure you can see what I'm going for. It's just Madden will not let me. Like, look at that. Why is that so inaccurate? My goodness. I'm trying to just show you it, but my goodness. Okay, so that's basically what you're going to look for. You're getting that deep slant. Alright, so you also have the other 2 motions, which are fakes, but they work the same. I don't really have to go over them. The motion Z spot, you just slant the spot route, and they'll probably go after the screen. And then you'll have the shovel option, which sucks, but it's something you can throw in. So, gun Y trips offset. I'm going in book order, by the way. So if you have the book, or you just look for it in the description, because it'll be on YouTube. Just run it. Alright, so we have a read option right here. Now the cool thing about this read option is every so often that read route right there will go away. Now it doesn't happen very often, but the only reason this happens is because the tight end's blocking route is so deep. So if they were to pinch their line or something, or linebackers, and get the linebackers more in, it would cause the players to make it a little easier for you to get the QB run. Yeah, see, like that. See how the read icon disappeared? And then you get to run it with the QB. Now, sometimes when that read icon disappears like that, you're not going to get a good QB run. But other times it can be a pretty deadly run. Okay, so we have a levels and a dive. Both very, very simple runs out of this formation. So I don't really have to go over those ones. Gun trio offset weak. Gun trio offset weak. Where's that at? Oh, right there. Okay, so we got a middle slant. I swing the halfback right, and then you motion the tight end right over here. And the cover 2 cloud flat rules should take effect. And then you get the halfback pretty much wide open in the flat, and you just try and make a guy miss. And then you could also leave it stock and just run it like that. It's a pretty good cover, or it's a pretty good level kind of concept. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to do. Alright, so PA bubble is the next one. Gun trio white. Alright, bubble. Alright, so bubble. This is a good bubble because you got 2 blockers. Curly made the stupidest animation right there, which is going to happen for you, so if you run bubble screens, beware. Okay, he did it again. Twice in a row. Yeah, you're supposed to get the rack kind of animation, but I keep getting that stupid animation. where you just jump straight up. But yeah, these bubble screens, the only problem with them is if you get the rat catch glitch, it could possibly become a fumble just because they didn't catch it. And then you also have this weird looking spot. It's cool. It's a cool looking spot. You don't have to run it. It's just something in there. There's also a read option. And the interesting part about that read option is, let's see, where's it at again? Yep. If the read option, if you get the QB run, you have 3 blockers. Now, see how as soon as I motion the guy past Stanley, the read disappeared? Now, they just block shitted, but that's gonna happen. Not what I was going for. I guess I'll run it again. Wow, they're block shitting like crazy. Look at that. Alright, so what we're going for is that. No, it didn't work. Didn't work again. So I'm sure you can see what I'm trying to go for. You're getting that read icon to disappear by making that chip block happen. But it's just not working for me right now. I've gotten it to work in the past, but it's just so hard to get the timing down. Because if you can get the chip block right, it takes the read player out of the play, and then you can just run it with the QB. But it's so difficult to do, it's almost not worth it. So, it's just something. And that was a 0 blitz. So yeah, read option is going to come with the risk of that. So always beware. Okay, now what formation are we in? Gun trio offset. Didn't I already do that one? Oh no, that was gun ace twins offset. Gun trio offset's a different play. Yeah, you got another level sail. Basically the same as the other one. Just a different positioning of the players. So that's all there is to that one. And then you also have pretty much the same exact audible where you're just gonna run it as an all cross. And then, yeah, that's all you have to do there. And then you have a read option and inside zone as your inside runs. And then you have a mesh play. Gun trio offset. You have a mesh play. You have this tight end in. You have fake screens and real screens. The mesh is what I'm going to look at. So the true advantage of this mesh is you have that one drag that's kind of a spot. Since it's an option route, it's generally going to be open correctly almost every time. So since it was... Oh, whoops, that's the wrong player. Design screen. Yeah, I meant to throw B through X for some reason. Yeah, so it's just a short yardage play, really. Right, now flanker dig. Oh my goodness. Flanker dig. Flanker dig, where's that at? Alright, flanker dig. Alright, so what we're looking at is that left side of routes. So I max protect. Now, if they're in a cover 2 cloud flat, you're going to look at Ellington. If they're in a hard flat, look at Smith. And if your last route to look at is Curly. So, I got sacked, or pressure throwed or whatever. Right, so, yeah, the reason you're doing that is because you can get that big wheel route, or you can get a good rack. It's a decent play. Alright, gun open offset is the next one, or gun tray open offset. Tray open offset. This is about the same as the Titans one. So let's start with the all cross or PA read. Alright, so what you're gonna do is just streak or smoke that left wide receiver, and then just try and hit someone open. If you smoke him, the far left crossing or the crossing route, Ellington's slot crossing route should get open deep to the far left. But the problem is again time in the pocket, because you probably don't have time in the pocket for that. Because you barely have time in the pocket for anything. I swear to God. So annoying. Yeah, but it's a good play. I run it usually at the end of the second half, because just trying to get some yards. You have the stick, and then you just slant Smith, and it's the same as that other one. So you're just waiting and waiting, and then boom, and that was inaccurate as fuck. If you get an accurate pass, that should be a good play. Oh yeah, that was actually the other way to run the Pierre read. You slant him. Yeah. Good thing I remembered on accident. But yeah, the stick route. That's why you do that, because it gets that deep. It gets deep. Alright, so flanker dig. I forgot what play I was in. Tray open offset, yeah. Flanker dig. Where's that at? Flanker dig. Alright, yeah. Alright, so this one, pretty simple. You can not motion that card. Alright, get back over there. You can motion your halfback and then take advantage of the cloud flat rules, or you can just throw it to the halfback because the halfback's a good route. And then you also have that tight end seam. If it's cover 2 blitz, you're just going to be like, oh, throw it, and that should be a good catch if it's cover 2. And then you also just have the other 2 routes that you can throw if you want. I mean, not going to stop you. Just don't think they're good routes. Then you have a option play in there. This is not the worst option play, it's just one of them. 56 trap is something I like to run. It's a decent outside run that you can take up the middle at the very last second. Try it again. I use Shady McCoy on in Ultimate Team because of that agility and speed combo. So if you have someone with 95 agility and 93 plus speed, that should be a deadly play. Because I feel agility, elusive, players with high agility and elusiveness on your roster are important for this scheme. So let's try the next play. Alright, we have a trail shake. Alright, so pretty simple, just wait for someone to get open. There you go. Not something I'm going to run a whole lot of. If you want, you can in that last guy, and then you have a third read. Pretty simple. Alright, so now we're going to look at the motion scheme. So you have 3 motion plays, all of which are really cool. So you have the motion swing, which you're going to run about 5 to 7 times a game from any formation, just to keep your opponent worrying about it. And then you have inside cross and motion spot. So let's look at the swing real quick. Alright, so the swing's a good one. Throw it like that, and then try and take it upfield. And pretty much no matter what running back you have, that could be a home run for you. Ideally, you want a receiving back for it because they get the better catching animation, but it's just something to think about. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the spot. Alright, so motion spot. What I do is I just slant him, and I always slant them because they're taking advantage of certain rules. And then I'm just scrambling right now, but yeah, because your opponent's usually gonna aggressively user it with a middle linebacker, so you're just trying to hit where that linebacker would have been. And then you also have this corner right there, which is a really good corner. I love it. It's a really good corner. Gets open really well. And then of course it's just a regular spot in all honesty, because you can just do that and now you have a sale. But yeah, that's one thing to do. And now let's go look at the other one. It's called inside cross. Seems like a misnamed one. Okay, so inside cross. Yeah, pretty simple. If they're aggressively using, you have the middle. Oh, was that man coverage? Crazy. Okay, so yeah, if they're aggressively using the middle, you have the post. Yes, if they're aggressively using the middle, you have your slant, your in, or your that. You can also hitch them like that, and now you have kind of a I don't know what to call it, but you have that tight end route get a little more open. And then you also have a drag that you can do, which could help attack the middle. Really, your whole goal of the swing scheme is to make your opponent want to use the edge, so you can attack the middle. And then, of course, you have your verts, which is probably the best vert in that one. And let's go to gun tight slot open. Alright, so gun tight slot open. Gun tight slot open. Alright, so we're gonna look at PA read. Alright, so pretty simple. Just roll out with the QB, hit the guy open. Don't really have to make that one too complicated. Okay, let's see. We also have a zig cross. Alright, keep stock. Yeah, you can also just don't roll out. Stay in the pocket and then hit your open guy. Because if you stay in the pocket, you get that post route as an option. Alright, so bench switch is the next one. Alright, so bench switch. Tight slot open. Alright, bench switch. Switch. Alright, so special teams. What am I doing? I'm gonna play. Alright, so bench switch. You have a bench to one side and a corner strike to the other. So that's all you're really gonna look at. So really just make your read pretty simple. You have two concepts to take advantage of. And then you have a bench smash, which is basically another version of that. So let's see, where's that at? Bench smash. Yeah, right here. Because it's a smash to one side and a bench the other. And then the other thing you can do, you would streak that far right, smart route your big corner, then swing your halfback, and now you have a sail. Alright, so twin tight end flex. That's the next one we're going to look at. Alright, so twin tight end flex. We're going to look at... Alright, so read option, PA screen, inside zone split are all good inside zones, but the reason I like this formation is this lead option. Because it's a read option that you can cut back to the left. And now, it's not working for me right now. But if you get the correct read, oh, and if you get the QB read like this was, you have a lead blocker, which is very, very helpful. But you also have the cutback read, and then you can just take it for a lot right there. It's a home run with certain running backs. And then you got this screen. Pretty simple. It's actually it's an option screen too, by the way. So what that means is you can hand it off by holding A. Oh, what am I talking about? I was in the regular play. I got confused because I was like, oh, can you hand that off? And I was like, nope. Silly Tim. Thought I discovered a new play. Nah. Alright, so yeah, it's just a regular screen. It's a fake halfback run. It looked like it was real because I was like, did I just hand that off? but I just didn't change the play because I forgot. Alright, so smash drive. Alright, so slot open. Where's that at? Oh wait, I'm not in slot open no more. I'm in, man, I forget a lot. Losing my mind. Twin tight end flex. Alright, twin tight end flex. We have a inside zone. Yeah, blah blah blah. Alright, smash. Smash drive. Just a smash with a drive in concept. So just hit the open guy. Try and get some yards. Something you're going to want to invest in if you're going to run this playbook a lot is players who are really good at after the catch. Because this play is all about short passes. So you want players who can make a catch after the run. So another play right here is the post. Now I can drag, it can in. You can do whatever you want with these tight ends, to be honest. And then you're just trying to let that Y route get open. Now for some reason he did the post super fast. He's actually supposed to do it a lot slower. And I got blitzed because I can't do anything in this game without Madden being like, no. Alright, so yeah, I'm sure you can see why that post is good. It's a lot like the C routes from the Saints book. But it's just something you can throw in. It's not going to work every time. Like, clearly it's not letting me show you it right now, so it's not working every time. Ooh, nope, thought I could force it. It's something you can run. Maybe this time. Yeah, this mode is so weird sometimes. But yeah. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is gun bunch open. Bunch open. We have a PA slots over. You can do these two things really. You can in the far left card or player, and then you can just run it like it's an all cross. Hopefully you don't get a little Daria animation like that. Alright, so yeah, you're just gonna try and hit the open all cross. It's really all you can do too. You can leave it there, not roll out, and just stay in the pocket. And then try and hit someone deep. See, what I did on that one was I smoked the far right receiver to get that deep right field open. That's kind of what happens. It's an interesting kind of zone logic. It's something you can take advantage of. Okay, so now we have another levels, but it's gonna look a little weird. Okay, so it's under, I forgot it already. Guns open, bunch open. Alright, see Niners levels. Alright, so it's an all cross with a quick hitting halfback route. I made the wrong read because I forgot to memorize the buttons real quick. But yeah, you got the halfbacks, and then it's an all cross. It's not a very good one. You know what I mean? Because they're all slow to develop. Yeah. And my guy didn't even go for it that time. And that was a bad throw. So like it's a decent play. It's just like I can't seem to show it on practice mode because I think if so many goddamn plays go to the QB or the CPU. I swear to God. Why won't Bruce Ellington jump for it? Now I'm frustrated. So there's one. Oh, and he dropped it. Yeah, the one example of it getting open, he dropped it. I promise you this is a good play. It's just Madden won't let me show you it. Yeah. All right. Now it's aggravating me. I want to complete this at least one time. My goodness. How can I use something online and it works off completely fine? It's fucking computer. My God. It's just so many things are going wrong. Crazy. Alright, finally. I got it once. That's all I wanted. Alright. So I promise you that's a good play. It's just the computer did not want me to show you it. Because they're like, no Tim, you cannot show things. We're not allowing you. So you have a read option. It's an okay read option. Obviously, you never want to see that QB hand or keep read, which you really don't see online anyway. It's almost always a handoff read, no matter what. So it's basically just the inside zone with better blocking. So just the inside zone with better blocking. That's how I see it. Really, any handoff play. All right, gun doubles wing. Where's that at? Doubles wing. Alright, so you have a midline option. Midline option's interesting. It's really hard to tell what the read is. If you have a scrambling quarterback, it's almost always a halfback read, so it's usually the halfback read. So it's usually the outside hand. But sometimes it's just impossible to tell. Like, see, it's a QB read. So I've noticed that QB inverted veer and midline option, they can be the QB read actually a lot more often than the halfback read. But it's just so weird because it's hard to recognize when it's the read. See, like, he doesn't even do much. He looks at the running back but stays for the quarterback. So it's a complicated run. You'd probably have to practice it a lot to really get the hang of it. Yeah, I probably won't get the hang of it, so I don't really run it. But it's an interesting play you could throw in if you're just bored at the end of a game and try to kill clock. So, yeah, that's one thing. Gun wing, where'd that go? Double swing. Alright, so you have this double in, or double dig. You have a hitch to corner to the right, or the left. It's a cool play. And then you have the two ins. That far right in is kind of weird, because right when he turns like that, if it's open, he cuts up field a lot. Like, when I play on Ultimate Team, I have a DeAndre Hopkins right there. And he just cuts up field. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, bad throws. Alright, so there's also a bunch of motion plays that look a lot like the motion screen that you see on other formations. But they suck. Let's just be honest. Yeah, this motion screen kind of sucks. It never works for me. I mean, it works right there when... It's funny, the plays I tell you are not going to work will work in practice mode, and the plays I tell you are going to work do not. It's so frustrating. I don't understand Madden. But all these motion plays, you can also still take advantage of the fakes and just use them online. And that's one thing that you can just kind of confuse your opponent with. Alright, so now we're on Flip Trips Niner. Okay. So we have a wide trap. This is one of my favorite runs in the game, or this book, because a fast running back will just take that like it's a power row, and then you just hit the edge of that line pretty well. So look how well Carlos Hyde's doing it, and he has like 85 speed. And then you also have this interesting looking verts. So one thing you can do is block the halfback, and you can just try and hit someone open. But yeah, it's a weird looking verts, so you can always... What I say is that if it's a weird looking play, take advantage of it. Alright, so you can... one of your audibles is this PA read. You drag Curly, you smoke Smith, and hope that one of your two players on the outside get open. Deep left, and you also hope you get time in the pocket, because my god. Look at that. They're just letting people through. Can't even get the ball off. And this is probably why the Niners were fucking awful this year. Okay, come on. Deep throw. No. But it works. It's just I can't get the time in the pocket to save my life. You know? Like, look at that. No matter what I do. Alright, so this time we're gonna try max protecting. And hopefully that helps. Yeah, it helped a little bit. Yeah. See, it still works. It's just you need time in the pocket. That's like the most key thing to have in this game is time in the pocket. Don't mean to go to practice mode. Alright, so timeout. Alright, so cross post. Alright, so one of the things about this play is see that halfback route? Right when he cuts up, you're gonna throw it. So you're doing right there. And you're going to possession catch it, and it's going to be a little annoying for your opponent to stop. And you're doing that to try and force them into using that route. And then you can drag your tight end, and if they're over aggressive on that, then you're throwing it to one of the tight ends over the middle. So that's the thing that you can do. Alright, so there's also a read option on this formation. Let's see, where's it at? It's an outside run kind of option. It works a lot like the wide trap, except it's an option form. And there's no pulling player. But yeah, it's a fun option to run. It's not working right now, but it works. All the options work online. They just don't seem to like it on computers, you know? Because the computer hates me. Okay, so let's look at halfback angle. So you drag your tight end, and now you have a interesting little concept over the middle. So you have a post, halfback angle, and a drag. So you're looking at drag, post, angle. It's a very, very quick read you have to make, so I don't blame you if you never really want to run this play, because it's kind of hard to run. But it's fun. It's an interesting route combo that you don't see often. Oh yeah, and time in the pocket. That's another reason you might not want to run it. Because, my god, time in the pocket's the worst. Ay. But yeah, it's just something to sprinkle in, of course. Yeah, nowhere to go in that pocket. See how well, like, that pocket collapsed? Crazy, right? Haha. Since it worked that one time for me, I'm going to leave that play alone for now. There's also a trail. Yeah, see that trail? It kind of works the same way, except you have time in the pocket. Alright, so now we're in gun slot option, or gun slot offset. You have the cross screen, you have the PA swing, you have the motion inside zone. So always, I like to come out in option, because this is just a fun option. If you get that halfback read, which it's not giving me for some reason, even though it's supposed to be like 70% of the time, you get to run it upfield a lot better. And then of course if you get that read, you can just pitch it like that and hopefully get something good. And then your audibles are what makes this formation so cool. Alright, so you have a pretty good slants, to be honest. I mean, I like it. You're not always going to hit it deep like that, but slants are kind of hard to run still. Right, so you're usually hitting slants short, so always remember that. Alright, so you also have this PA swing, which you want to make them hate life with. Because it's just such a good play. You're going to run it in almost every formation. And then you have corner strike, which again, you can take advantage of the cloud flat logic. Man, that was an interesting play. Alright, let's try that again. But yeah, if it's a cloud flat, you know how it's going to work. That C route's going to be covered like it's man coverage, and C route's destroy man coverage. And then you got this post, and you got another C route, and quick hitting halfback routes. It's an interesting play. And then you also have another fake swing, a fake swing. It's a halfback handoff. You just fake it, swing, and then you have your other halfback handed off. And then of course, I just love this option because this is one of my favorite option plays. Alright, so now let's get into the rest of those fake swings. Alright, so fake swing, we have motion Y cross. You can drag him and you're attacking the middle of the field. And that's the reason you're running that swing pattern. You want them using it because then you can attack other parts of the field. Alright, so let's go to the next fake one. You have a fake try option. It's about as good as the other try option. It's just you're using your halfback too. And it's a fun play. Alright, so you have a motion spot as well. Motion spot. So you're going to slant your far right, and then you're going to just attack the middle of the field, just like you would attack a user. Now since there's no aggressive user, I'm just trying to hit someone open. And then, yeah, that's the last one for gun that. And then you got gun tackle over. That's a formation too that I forget's in this book, because I never use it. Gun tackle over. Yeah. So this play is just interesting because you got a lot of room to the right. So you usually want to run this read option. And that's really all you can run on that formation because it really sucks. Alright, so we also have gun wing trips niner. Now, I've already gone over basically every play in this one, so I'm not really gonna go over it. So, what you have the trap, you have your fake screens, except this one is a motion stick, which is cool. Oh, and you have a motion stick and nod. Now, the sucky part is you don't have an actual swing screen, so you just have to rely on them biting on all your other swings. You have a motion slide, you have a read option. There's a lot of cool plays in here. You have a quick hitting read option right here. Yeah, so it's like a halfback dive basically. Alright, and let's go to gun wing trips niner week. Alright, so you have another swing concepts, just the same as all the other ones that you just learned. So remember to use them in combination to destroy your opponent. And then you also have inside zone and draws and sticks, inside split, the lead option, which is my favorite. And this is exactly why it's my favorite. And yeah, oh, and there's also a way to beat the nickel blitz, just like I used to say. Wing trips week, right? Niner week. Yeah, so you also have you have a PA slide, and PA slides are the best because I've gone over them a ton of times. High-low read or high-low dig. That Titan seam route's gonna hit cover 2 blitzes really well, and then of course you can motion the halfback over and make the C route destroy cover 2. And let's see if there's anything else. Gun wide trips offset weak. Yeah, and gun wide trips offset weak. Gun wide trips. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the one we just went over, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Come join Madden Community College if you want. The link's in the description below. If you want to help us support me on Patreon, please do. That link will also be there. And let me know how you like this book and if you're going to use the plays in it. And, you know, have a good day.